Good morning and happy Wednesday. How's it going? I have a confession to make. I normally do these at 10 a.m. My time, not 8 a.m. And it's really fine. We made it work, and who knows? Oh, hold on. Getting, and that's okay. Oops, we've got sound, we've got all the things happening. How do I turn you off? Okay, sorry. Got an alert that we are not live on Facebook, but that's okay. Okay, let's pull it together. Happy Wednesday. Technology, right? We love it. Happy Wednesday. I am Sammy. I am the founder of The First Click, and I am here to do Website Wednesdays with you. So excited. I come live once a month to chat with you and give you some tips on how you can make your website higher converting. The beginning of these videos are chaos because it's just me here trying to stream to all of the places. So we are live on LinkedIn, we are live on YouTube. So feel free to come chat, hang out, ask questions. This is not a pitch for me. Just want to come and add value and help you raise more money online with your website. So this week's topic is all about using your website to grow your email list. Now, I am obsessed with email. I think that it is super powerful and impactful. It also has the highest ROI of any digital platform or digital strategy that you can do. So, we really want to get as many people on our email list as possible. Right now, we're assuming that you have a newsletter that's going out. We're assuming that you're using email to communicate. If you're at that spot, fantastic. If you need more trainings on uh, email marketing, we have a lot of those on the Digital Marketing Therapy podcast. So you can check those out or just hit me up, leave me a comment. I'd be happy to chat with you about email marketing strategies specifically. But today we're talking about your website. It is up 24/7. So it is a great place to capture people that are coming to your website, getting their information so that you can further communicate with them. And I know most of you have things on the bottom of your footer or something somewhere that says subscribe to our newsletter, right? So I don't know, maybe it's working for you. Likely it's not working that well. So we're just going to talk through a couple strategies to get more people to say yes and give you their email address. So the first one is yes, absolutely. We want to have something that allows people to subscribe to your general newsletter. But instead of just saying subscribe to our newsletter or join our email list, we want to provide value. So with all of this, in order for people to give us their email address, they know we're going to show up in their inbox. They know that we're going to be hitting them up for something in the future. So we want to give them value at the beginning. So tell them what they're going to expect and what they're going to get by joining your newsletter. Just join my newsletter isn't enough, or join and get updates on our organization isn't enough. We want to really let them know what's coming. So let's say you're an animal rescue. I always use animal rescues as my examples. I don't know why, but it's just who doesn't love furry friends? So uh, it might be join our newsletter to get monthly updates, pet tips and tricks, or to see the animal weekly updates on the animals we have available for adoption, or whatever it is that you're talking about in those emails. It might be, I don't know, maybe you're a museum. And so it's like, hey, to get early access or early updates on what's coming next or whatever it might be. So let people know a couple of things. How often are they going to hear from you, and what types of content can they get? Like, what is the value? What's in it for them that's going to get them excited? That's going to want them to open your emails and interact and engage with you. Okay, so that's just for your general. That's for everything kind of basic. Just checking to see if there's any questions. Okay. Then, if we want to take it a step further, what we really want to do is create what is commonly referred to as a lead magnet, which is basically a freebie, something that they get to download for free or access for free in exchange for their email address. Now, there's lots of different things that you can do here. You can do checklists, you can do videos, maybe like a little video training that they get, or it might be I mean, commonly it's like a workbook or a guide. It could be an Excel spreadsheet. I don't know. It could be a whole bunch of different things. It doesn't matter. Something that's going to provide value and be mission aligned with your organization. So what are you trying to accomplish? How can you increase your impact and support people in your organization? Now, thinking about it from the standpoint of your goals. So things that are going to relate to your donors, that are going to relate to your community that you serve. You might have multiple ones that you use for different, well, you should have multiple ones that go for different audiences. But the thing we want to do here is just do one, get it started, and start putting it on your website. And then you can kind of layer on, add more, test more, yada, yada, yada. Because we could do a whole training on lead magnets, welcome sequences, and all that good stuff. But for your website, where are you going to put this information? Now, I love the way that HubSpot does it in their blogs. So if you just go to hubspot.com/blog, check out one of their blogs, you'll see it. But they talk about their freebie at the very top. They have it listed in multiple places in the blog where you can click on it. So if you're scrolling, then you see it multiple times so that you're reminded to download it. It's at the very bottom of their blog. And then in their longer posts, the more you scroll down, it will actually slide in or fly in from the side of the screen so that it, again, pops up, grabs your attention. Oh yeah, I want to do a download. But it's the same, they have multiple freebies, but it's the same one on each post. So you're seeing the same piece of content over and over again because we need to get reminded over and over again before we make that decision. Or I might need to know more about your organization before I'm ready to click, yes, this is somebody that I trust. I know I'm going to get good value. The other thing that we definitely recommend is always having it in the footer of all of your blog posts or at the bottom of all your blog posts at a minimum, just so that it's always there. And again, on the posts where it makes the most sense. If your freebie doesn't connect or isn't as relevant with certain content, you don't need to put it there. Put it on the places where it makes sense so people can make that connection and say, okay, this post is really great. This is going to give me great added value. And so as you develop more and more of them, you can have more and more content that you can put together and put on the various posts. We also want to think about testing several. So if you do have several freebies, test them. And then you might do a pop-up on your website. You might, for your most popular one or your most valuable one or your most general one, the one that reaches the widest audience, right? And I know that we say that the pop-ups are annoying, and they can be, but they're also very effective because they just kind of interrupt the space. Now, when we think about like the fly-ins and the pop-ups, the way we want to consider using them and testing them is a bunch of different things. How long have people been on the site? How far down on the page did they scroll? How often are you going to show it to them? Like only the first time they come to the website or every single time? Like, is it exit intent? So when they their mouse starts to go towards the, get out of here button or switching or closing out the tab or whatever, that's when it pops up. So think about how you want to use these things in a way that's super impactful and not annoying based off of your audience. And you might need to test it, but they do work and they are great value for people because as they're engaging, it's giving them the opportunity. Remember, you're giving them value. So you want to continue to present that opportunity. And kind of the last way that I love to do to make these lead magnets relevant and in your face or to encourage people to sign up for your newsletter is what we call an announcement bar. So that's like the piece of real estate that's above your main navigation. So it's a great spot to put things that are time sensitive, that are timely, that are happening right now, so that you can gets right there in their face. Every time they come to your website, it might be something different, but it could be your lead magnet, it could be signing up for your events, it could be just your general email newsletter, it could be a blog post that's super important, but that's great real estate to utilize to continue to get people moving forward to the place where they're going to get those lead magnets, they're going to want to sign up for your email newsletter, and it's just right there for them to see. Not as invasive as a pop-up, but always there and in a space that they'll see no matter what page that they're on. So those are just some of the ways that you can use your website to increase your email subscribers. So definitely try a few, see what works, see what doesn't. If you're not yet creating content, that's fine. Like blog, you can still have a lead magnet, put it on your homepage, put it on your services page or your about us page. Like you can still utilize it in multiple places on your website. And then be a little bit patient, test it, see what's working, see what doesn't. You're not going to all of a sudden have tons of subscribers all at once, but it will work if you continue to promote it and talk about it. But remember, you have to be thoughtfully asking for people to join your email list. They're not just going to join it out of the goodness of their heart because they just feel like joining a bunch of email newsletter lists. We need to provide value for them. We need to make sure that they know how to do it, how to get access, make it easy, and make it fun for them. Now, if you're thinking that you can't do any of this because you don't have the right technology, I promise you there's so many platforms out there that make this super easy. So it just depends on how your website was built. But it's not as crazy scary as you might think technology-wise. So like I said, if you have questions about how to make this work on your website, just leave a comment here. I'll get back to you. Or you can send us an email at hello@thefirstclick.net. Let me know if there's any other questions that you have. Thank you for being here for Website Wednesday. I will see you again next month. If there's a topic that you'd like to see, let me know, and we'll get it going for you. We'll talk to you soon. Oh, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. This has been a chaotic Website Wednesday. 10 a.m. is much better for my brain. We'll see you guys soon.